Warehouse and Operations as a Career. Thanks for joining us once again as we discuss topics of warehousing and how one just may be able to fast track that job into a career. My name is Marty, and I'll be sharing my thoughts and opinions on advancement and how I believe you can become a leader in the industry. Today we'll be talking with a gentleman that's covered the whole gamut pretty much, from general labor to distribution, then into the production world, entering management as a lead to supervision and on to warehouse manager and operations management, and is now completing his safety certifications to oversee and run a complete safety department and training center. Joe, welcome to WAOC, and thanks for spending some time with us today, sir.
Thanks for having me, Marty. I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic. How about you run us through your resume a little bit, just position-wise, and set it up so we can understand why you made a move and how you took that next step.
Well, a long time ago, I was in the military for some years. When I got out of there is when I pretty much took the step into warehousing. Every position that I could think of has had something to do with the warehouse in some way, whether it was on the dock or running maintenance to equipment in the building or the building itself, or to producing in the production side of it.
Fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about your true passion, which is safety in the workplace. You know, we all hear to work safe, and safety is talked about every day at each of our work sites, but I see young men and women today, sometimes I'm concerned maybe they feel that all the safety meetings and rules and procedures are sometimes an impediment to their duties. I mean, it seems like they feel too much of their day may be spent on safety. Do you ever feel that way?
I think with some of our younger workers, yes. And I think it's just from a lack of understanding and explanations. And, you know, the way we do that is through training. And through training, everyone can get a better understanding and a more hands-on understanding of why it's needed in the workplace and how it works to benefit us.
You think it's just more out in front of us these days? I mean, all companies are more concerned with it. Of course, the rules are actually much better these days, I feel. I know for one, I feel much better about it being out in front of us all the time.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, it affects all aspects of your job. I would hate to go to a place where I was constantly in fear of being put in danger by some piece of equipment or industrial truck or, you know, something of that nature. And it also takes a lot of money to recover from those accidents as far as the business goes, and that affects everyone that has anything to do with that business.
You know, our program is all about getting our foot in the door and act on every opportunity to advance, kind of turning our jobs into that lasting career. How can safety maybe help us there? I mean, it's gotta be impressive if we can talk the talk to our, to management, right?
Oh, absolutely. If you can help promote safety, you will definitely be noticed by your leadership team, by management, because one of management's things is to help promote a safe workplace. And, you know, we do that through training, through safety management, and pretty much word of mouth. And you have to kind of believe it for it to happen.
We talked about our orientation last week and touched briefly on a few safety topics that could be mentioned, like equipment or machine operation, GMPs and SOPs. I shared that I felt it should never hurt in any way to ask questions or even take notes if necessary. Would you recommend any other keywords or things we could bring up to impress our trainers or maybe our supervisors?
I think just showing up to work and doing your very best and doing the right thing will get you noticed. Most of the time, that is going to be one of the key elements needed, is you doing your best.
You know, a couple of things that some listeners have written in before about is like spill containments, near miss programs. A lot of places may not be really using near miss programs, things like that. Do you think it hurts in any way to kind of show that we're engaged, that we spend some extra time maybe learning or looking things up about safety? That shouldn't hurt at all to bring up to our trainers or supervisors, should it?
Oh, not at all. And, that's the only real way to find out what other safety programs or initiatives that your company has. If you don't speak up, you'll never know. They may not have something, say, as, let's say, a near-miss program because the business is too small. Well, they may have some other type of safety program in place. And that's how you would go about finding out what's happening and how you can participate.
Outstanding. We're all about learning, knowledge, and taking that next step here at WAOC, and we appreciate that insight, sir.
Absolutely.
Joe, I'd like to thank you for taking some time and talking with us today. I'd like to think of this as kind of an introduction to safety, and we'd really like to have you on the show again. You mind taking us down that road to safety and visit with us a few more times?
Oh, it'd be my pleasure as long as you'd have me.
Fantastic. I'd like to thank everyone for listening today. I hope you got something out of it, and please email me any thoughts or experiences you may have had or any safety subjects you'd like to take down kind of into a deep dive with, and I'll grab Joe again and help get us some of those answers. If you have a moment, give us a like on Facebook and a follow on Twitter. Enjoy your week, and let's each introduce a friend or a family member to a safety thought this week.